Hi, Andrea Thompson here.
And Chris Williamson with Clvr TV.
Going back to the professionals fight, Tyrone Glover is coming out of retirement.
Yes.
And you get the privilege of interviewing him.
Yep.
What are you excited to see?
I've heard so many fantastic things about Tyrone and his work ethic and everything else. And to go from not only being such a professional, but then turning around and being able to get back in the cage after he has his career in high gear,
right.
That's pretty amazing to be able to separate those two. So I'm really excited to just kind of talk to him a little bit.
Absolutely.
And see what the man has to say.
Let's take a look at that.
All right, we're here with Tyrone Glover, actually headlining the upcoming Fight to Win fight. It's been about 6 years since you've been back in the ring.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah? How's it feeling?
It's feeling good, you know. It's been a process getting back there, but support from all my training partners here at Grudge and Easton, it's just been an amazing comeback. So,
coming back after a 6-year layoff, what was it about this fight event or Seth actually contacting you that made you want to do it here? That wanted to come into the Fight to Win, to the professionals fight, and actually showcase yourself back on this card?
Well, Seth is a young promoter. I met him a few years ago at actually one of the Grapplers Quest tournaments, and he actually wrestled with one of my top students that I had when I lived in San Diego. And just sort of seeing how results-oriented he's been over the last few years and promoting these fights, and you know the dedication he's had to things growing here in Colorado and even things growing in Texas. I just really have always respected that. And one of the big criticisms I do have about a lot of the smaller organizations and promoters is the lack of professionalism. Yeah. So I want to support someone here that I see is doing it the right way. And I want to sort of inspire people, whether even if it's not MMA, if it's like a triathlon or a marathon or something like that you want to run. I want to inspire other professionals, you know, to go out and do those sorts of things. I've been a big fan of sort of the Renaissance times, and when people didn't put boundaries on themselves, when they were athletes, artists, intellectuals, and it was all okay within one person. I'm sort of trying to bring that back and show that if you have a passion, that you can draw those parallels and you can move forward and you can do it all.
Turns everything up to a professional level. Hence, key term on the card is the professionals. You know, my first professional fight, very honored to have it with you. I've heard so many amazing things about you. Seth has said a lot of great things about you and your ability, as well as your teammates. I've interviewed some of them, Josh Ford and a few others today, and they have all said just amazing things about you.
Tyrone is kind of a special case. He fought about 5 years ago in Pride and beat Dean Thomas, and he's one of the best American black belts of all time. He's a teacher at Eastern Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then he stopped fighting.
I've taken 5 years off from MMA.
Tyrone is a full-time lawyer, part-time fighter.
I came out here to go to law school, be a lawyer. I'm now a lawyer, and I'm now pursuing my MMA career again.
To go from not only being such a professional as being an attorney, but then turning around and being able to get back in the cage after he has his career in high gear.
Right.
That's pretty amazing.
It's a really interesting juxtaposition of the two sort of fields and the two passions in my life.
He's something special, you know, a lot of people don't know about him.
People in law don't really know my fighting side. People in fighting don't really know my legal and professional side.
You know, your casual tap-out t-shirt UFC fight watching guy is not going to know about Tyrone.
I didn't know nothing about him until he came to my gym. I knew nothing about him. He came in the gym and I was like, dude, who is this guy?
Well, I know like if I was fighting for Seth, that he would do everything in his power to promote this fight and make sure that it went off without a hitch.
It's been kind of fun challenge for me trying to get these new guys to take this fight because they do a little research and they're like, F that dude, I'm not fighting that kid.
Comes in here and I mean, it looks like he's been doing his whole life.
Looks intense, yeah.
Yeah, he is amazing.
He's a monster and he's a great guy and it's entertaining. This is the first time I've had a fighter of this caliber on my fight show, just of this class.
You know, I've seen these guys like Sean Sims, Elliot Marshall, all the guys that train for Grudge coming up through the ranks.
I'm really looking forward to see my buddy Tyrone Glover fight.
I'm interested, obviously, to see Tyrone Glover fight.
It's his first fight back in 5 years.
It's a big return, you know.
The guy's a world-class jiu-jitsu player.
He's a really exciting fighter. Great, you know, he's great all around.
It's awesome. The marketing that's going on for Tyrone Glover is is great right now. I'm very excited to watch him fight.
Yeah, he is amazing. So I mean, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing him go out there and do his thing.
And just to be able to actually see him step in the cage and fight again, I'm really excited about that.
I mean, he's a guy I know could be a world champion.
His jiu-jitsu is amazing, and just the whole dynamic of being a lawyer and still finding the time to train for a fight is just amazing to me. I don't know how he's doing it.
So this has been a really great opportunity to bring everything together and meld them and show the world what I can do.
Again, I'm really honored to be fighting on a card with you. It's going to be pretty amazing. And believe it or not, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., I'm going to go get my ass kicked by him and have a little fun with you. So
Yeah,
thank
it's a
you.
good
I
time.
appreciate the interview, and we'll get some more of you before we get there.
Yeah, definitely.
Good
definitely.
luck with the law career, and definitely good luck in a few weeks at the fight.
Yeah, and good luck to you in a few weeks too.
Thanks.